You wouldn't think there was anything sinister about this pub, but when Mrs. Campbell Wilson and her husband took it a few weeks ago, they soon discovered that the cheery atmosphere of the bar wasn't the whole story. There may not have been anything to worry the customers, but Alec Wilson was soon convinced the place was haunted. They'd both lost so much sleep that Mrs. Wilson often dozed at the bar. She came to dread closing time, fearing what the ghost had in store that night. The Campbell Wilsons had heard the local legend that the pub was haunted, but at first didn't believe it. Any churchyard looks ghostly at dead of night. This one seems to have ghostliness all its own. Perhaps because in the reign of Henry VII, some Amersham Protestants were burned at the stake, the way with heretics in those days, and there's been a spooky atmosphere ever since. Three of the martyrs were imprisoned at the inn the night before they were burned. The story goes that their spirits haven't let the old place forget it. So, after a few nights at the Chequers, nobody scoffs at ghosts anymore. Brave men turn pale. The ghost turns on the ale. The Wilsons called in a well-known medium, Molly Moncrief, to see if she could exorcise the unwanted spirits. Apparently, the average ghost is quite reasonable once you take the trouble to understand its point of view.
Well, I looked downstairs, Mr. Wilson, and I discovered that your ghost was not one of the martyrs. It was the jailer. He had the keys. He gives me the impression of a monk. He wears a long robe and a hood. Now, I'll try to get in touch for you.
Molly tried going into a trance to have a word with the ghost.
Your name is Auden. Put your keys on the table. Go on, put them on the table. You don't need those anymore. Time's gone by, hundreds of years. Your job's done. That's it. Go away now. Go on, you're a spirit now. Go away. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's all right now, Mr. Wilson. I don't think you'll be bothered anymore. It's gone.
What a blessing to know that the only spirits left will be in bottles.
Yeah, yeah.